Like our neighbors, right? Talk about a big old surprise. This massive alligator crawled into a woman's home. This was in Venice.
So she says she was just watching TV when she heard noises at her front door.
For real?
And that's when she found, this nearly 8-foot long gator.
Are you
This
serious?
happened last Thursday, but tonight she explains how it got there.
Face.
And then this.
Wait.
You know what? We don't always like our neighbors, right? Talk about a big old surprise. This massive alligator crawled into a woman's home. This was in Venice.
So she says she was just watching TV when she heard noises at her front door. And that's when she found, this nearly 8-foot long gator.
This happened last Thursday, but tonight she explains how it got there. And then this.
Whoa.
I thought somebody was trying to come into the wrong house. Got up, went to go tell them no, that they're in the wrong place.
Oh my
Turns out there was an alligator in my entryway. And then I grabbed my phone that was sitting on my island and headed out to the lanai and called 911.
Oh my God. I don't know what I was expecting. I'll be real, but like, holy shrapnel. I didn't expect her to say that. I did not expect her to say like some Janelle Eason shit that somebody was roaming around her property and she went to holler and say, "Who is that? You're not at the wrong place." And it's an alligator in none other than Venice, which is where the whale was. All right, onward.
Waiting for the officers to show
Let's
up.
see this again.
Gator.
This happened last Thursday, but tonight she explains how it got there. And then this.
I thought somebody was trying to come into the wrong house. Got up, went to go tell them no, that they're in the wrong place. Turns out there was an alligator in my entryway.
Can you imagine?
And then I grabbed my phone that was sitting on my island and headed out to the lanai and called 911.
I got my phone that was sitting on the island. No, she didn't. Oh, it's not funny, but
Trying to come into the wrong house.
yeah.
Got up,
Gator.
went to go tell them no, that they're in the wrong place. Turns out there was an alligator in my entryway. And then I grabbed my phone that was sitting on my island and headed out to the lanai
No
and called
wonder you
911.
got gators. You're sitting on an island. Oh, look at him. He don't know, but why is he trying to come inside? That's the craziness. Oh my God.
Waiting for the officers to show up. He crept farther into the house and into my kitchen, got stuck pretty much between the island and the stove, and then just kind of sat there until they finally got rid of him. When they captured him, I think that's when he went
That's crazy. That's not normal.
into his death roll and
What?
scraped the bottom of some of my cabinets. What the officer from
What? I thought she was going to say, what the hell is going on here?
grabbed my phone that was sitting on my island and headed out to the lanai and called 911. Just waiting for the officers to show up.
Officers. 911 dispatch. This is Kelsey. How can I help you? Hi, Kelsey. My name is Miss Bendanda, and I thought I had an intruder, but I turned around to see that actually there's a big old gator in my entryway. Okay, and you're located at where? 321 Island Lane? 321 Island Lane. Okay, we'll have authorities there in no time. Squawkle, 10-4.
He crept farther into the house and into my kitchen, got stuck pretty much between the island and the stove, and then just kind of sat there until they finally got rid of him.
Till they finally got rid of him. This thing has been around longer than we have. Look at those nails, dude. This looks like a beast. Don't it? Look at that. That's my hand, Joe. Wow, that's an American alligator. What the hell am I talking about? Look, he already chopped some shit up. Damn. Okay.
When they captured him, I think that's when he went into his death roll and scraped the bottom
Are you gonna do insurance on that? I'm just curious.
of some of my cabinets. What the officer from Fish and Wildlife said that he got pushed out of the pond that he was in because it's mating season, and there's another pond
Isn't May?
behind
No,
me
but it's
through
coming.
through the trees back there.
Oh,
There's
Lord.
another pond.
That's so crazy because where was this? Venice? Yeah.
So I think that's probably where he was going. The gator was just being a gator. He was doing what nature told him to do. My house was in his way, so I can't be upset at an alligator for that.
Props.
But she put him out.
There she did. I had them in
Kicked him
my
right
life,
out.
too.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here.
Of course.
Sometimes.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll get one more stupidity take.
You this morning, you have to come and see this. Do you see this picture right here? That is what a Florida woman walked into in her kitchen. She found that big guy.
Yeah, nearly 8-foot-long gator. It happened in Venice, Florida. The woman says she
See how they love to embellish? What did they say that woman walked into her kitchen to find? That's not what happened.
heard a bit of a rattling at the front door. She had a screen there, and she said the gator broke right through it and got inside.
Okay, so basically he just pushed on that and it just came open. From the time I first heard the door rattle to the time I came around the corner, it couldn't have been more than probably 10 or 15
Oh, they're
seconds.
quick.
He was already inside completely.
They quick.
I mean, thank goodness she didn't have any pets, right? So that homeowner then called 911. Sarasota County deputies and FWC came, captured
Not
the animal. You
far.
see him taking it out right there. The homeowner says she thinks that the gator came from a pond, perhaps across the street. No one was injured, but there are some scratches on her cabinet. I've been saying all morning, if that happened to me, I would be out of here. If that were my neighbor, if that happened in my city, I
Oh,
would
that
be
was
like,
cool.
get
The
me
I
out of
wonder
here.
who took
flip-flop.
the pictures of the gator in the kitchen. If
Right.
it was her, if it was
Yeah, that's a good
FWC.
point, too. Like, who was
That's
brave
a
enough to
good
do that?
point.
Well, staying here
Brave
on the
enough
Gator
for that.
Beat over on the Treasure Coast, an alligator just
What the hell?
Big gator somehow found its way into a woman's kitchen in Venice. We're used to seeing these guys near water, maybe the golf course every now and then, but not usually
That is
like
so
this.
weird.
NBC2's Samantha Romero is talking to the homeowner explaining how the gator broke in.
Well, the front screen door, it's magnetic and it was completely closed, but the gator pushed it hard enough to break the clasp. That's how the gator got inside and waltzed right into the kitchen.
Look how
5
much
o'clock
we're
in the afternoon,
learning.
I was just sitting here on my sofa watching TV and I heard my front door rattle.
It wasn't just any old visitor on her doorstep.
I thought somebody was just trying to get into the wrong house.
This one, almost 8 foot long, scaly, and with a
Listen how dramatic we're getting now that we're on the third newscast. And why couldn't they just show everything all at once?
tail.
Okay, so basically he just pushed on that and it just came open. From the time I first heard the door rattle to the time I came around the corner, it couldn't have been more than probably 10 or 15 seconds. He was already inside completely.
So Hollenbach's first instinct was to call 911.
I know how the back gator.
That's when Hollenbach says a team of 5 Sarasota County deputies and Florida Fish and Wildlife came to the rescue.
So cool, so professional.
So cool.
They acted
so fresh
like,
and so clean,
oh,
clean.
alligator in the house, no problem. Because they don't normally.
While the gator is gone,
Messenger?
these pictures will last forever,
I had to have a
The
picture of him because nobody would
last
believe it otherwise.
Right?
gaining her a spotlight
And then he got stuck right here.
across the nation.
Never in my wildest imagination would I have thought that it went, essentially viral.
It's a special welcome to Florida for Hollenbach, who's originally from Indiana. She just has some
go
scratches
He scratched the
What part?
bottom of the cabinets.
and had to
Central.
throw away her rug, but she's already learned to
That's where I'm
coexist with the
from.
wildlife in her new backyard.
Funny.
Makes life in Florida a whole lot more interesting.
I guess
Reporting
so.
in Venice, Samantha Romero, NBC2.
The Federal Reserve Bank